that name. Bruce Bromberg. Bruce is a member of the Blues Hall of Fame, and I think it is for two reasons. One, he was one of the co-founders of High Tone Records. And back in the 80s, that was the label that gave so many of us guys a chance. Joe Louis Walker, Robert Cray, James Armstrong, Dave Allen, and myself. We all got a chance because of High Tone. And the other reason I think he's in the Blues Hall of Fame is he's a great lyricist. He and Robert Cray wrote a song you might have heard called Smoking Gun. He made so much money off of that song, he put a wing on his house. Not a room, a wing. And he lived in the Pacific Palisades of Los Angeles. That's some money there. Now, he called me up and he said, Doug, you want to write some songs together? Me and my wife, we looking for a patio. I said, yeah. So I go over there, and he's got a beautiful home and a beautiful wing, and he got a beautiful old Martin guitar. It's just a gorgeous thing. But everything else, ladies and gentlemen, was on the cheap. He had the cheapest Radio Shack speakers you could buy. He had a Radio Shack imitation Shure 58 microphone. And back in those days, we were using cassette players and boom boxes, and he had to do this to get the speed to go right on the tape. And he said he'd been working on a song. I said, you've been working on a song? He said, yeah, I've been working on a song. I said, well, why don't you sing it for me? Let me see what it sounds like. He said, okay. So this is about what he sang. We're headed out from Plaquemine, up Route 1 to Baton Rouge. Lord, we're happy Plaquemine. Says she wanted Baton Rouge to keep a good woman. Man gotta do what a man gotta do. I saw the patio just drifting away. He said, can you do something with that? I said to myself, I better. It's called Plaquemine. I imagine most of you don't know where Plaquemine is, so I'll tell you. South of Baton Rouge, about 2 bands south of Baton Rouge on the Mississippi River. A little town. And a guy and a girl, they fall in love in that little town. And after high school, that man, he wanted to marry that girl, you know. Because she was the prettiest thing and the sweetest thing he'd ever seen, and he figured the prettiest and sweetest thing he would ever see. And he wanted to have her for his wife. So I figured what he'd do is go out some summer evening when the moon was bright, kind of looking over the Mississippi River, you know. And he made real sure that all mosquitoes were on the other side of the river. So they went out there in the car and put his arm around him. And he told her, he said, you know, we've been in love a long time. Hardly have any fights. And I was thinking something. I was thinking, you know, I get a job here in Plaquemine. Get a house. We could raise a family. We could have a good life. So I'd like to ask you if you would do me the honor of being my wife. You know what she told me? She said no. He said, what? She said no. He said, why? She said, well, I'm 18 years old. All I've ever known my whole life is this little town. I've never been to the big city like Shreveport. So she went on that. And he tell her not behind him, you know. A man will do that when he loves his woman. Now the story ends up in L.A. She ends up in Los Angeles. He ended up back in Louisiana. Oh, it's a sad story, but one that's got to be told on a Saturday night at Fogartyville. It's going to sound exactly like this, too. See what I got. We've had some people record this song, Louisiana musicians. They call it Plaquemine, Plaquemine City, Plaquemine Blues, Plaquemine City Blues. It's all right with me, because the money's still going to the right mailbox. And you might be wondering, did we get the patio? Huh? We did, but not from this song. Plaquemine, I'm gonna play now. Let me pick. Man, we're headed out from Plaquemine, up Route 1, Baton Rouge. We was happy down in Plaquemine. Said she wanted Baton Rouge. Keep a good woman. Man got to do what a man got to do. But Baton Rouge couldn't hold. Said she wanted New Orleans. She was craving both sides myself. Said she found in New Orleans. So I trailed on out behind her, trying to figure out what it means. Oh Lord, what it means. Well, she said she'd meet me in Dallas. She headed east out of Birmingham. You know, I've begun to get suspicious now. I started to worry about another man. So I called the next thing rolling and took the dog down to Alabama. Now they said just done missed her. She called her right out to LA. And there's a big dude traveling with her. He didn't have that much to say. So I headed on back to Plaquemine. Said, but why's the man today? You know I'm going on back home. Going back home to stay. You know, sometimes when you're hurt, it makes you find a better way.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. Thank you. We're going to do one more story.